Alright? First, I'd like to begin with giving all praises to Yahweh Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kakodash. I want to like to give the honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Peace and salutations to the brothers out there that spreading this word in sincerity and in truth. I want to do a quick little video. We're just reminding the brothers, what is required of us, what is our whole duty, what we were made to do. I'm gonna start with the scripture, because men seem to get distracted. Wanna try the doctrine. Wanna examine the doctrine that we preaching, or the gospel that we preaching. Wanna look for fine points that they mightn't seem to sound so good, so they wanna change it up. Hey, we don't need time for that. We need time to just push the word, because this is all we got. But men, as I started learning two scriptures, as I started remember two precepts, 2-3 precepts, I started to get swell-headed. I started to think that the Most High dealing with them alone. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai dealing with them alone. But I'm gonna get a scripture here. This is Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear Yahweh Hashem Yahushai and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man. Yeah. It is the whole duty of man that we are made to do. Scripture says in Romans, it is our reasonable service to make ourselves a living sacrifice, meaning sacrificing our body to please the Most High. Resisting our lust to try to please the Most High. Giving the Most High what he wants and not giving ourselves or our body what we want. Our body, what we want, the lust of the flesh is fame, glory, pride, that kind of self-love. You want to be exalted. Hey, you want to know, like you want everybody in Israel to know who he is. So you start to come up with your own twist to the scriptures. You want to come up with your own twist and you end up going off. It says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment, with every secret thing, whether it be good or whether it be evil. So the Most High can bring every work into judgment. So you can judge every work, whether it be good, whether it be bad. And it can every secret thing that you think in your mind and you ain't say, that you do behind closed doors, thing that you see behind closed doors, each thing the Most High can bring into judgment. Scripture say, own mouth shall condemn you. So you have to be careful what you're saying, be careful what you're doing, what you're thinking about, what you're thinking to do, what you're planning, intentions. Because the Most High go get rid of you for that, especially when they're trying to push that to other men. So the Most High go fuck you up for that. I'm going to read over our scripture, Ecclesiastes 12 verse 13. It says, let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. So this is the end of the whole matter. This is the end all, be all of it. Don't have no other thing to do. It says, fear the Most High and keep his commandments. And if we see men don't fear the Most High, because they don't keep his commandments. They say they love the Most High, but they don't keep his commandments. It says, for this is the whole duty of man. Duty meaning a service we're supposed to do. Your role to keep the Most High's commandments. We got the scripture. Well, let me hear his two greatest commandments. Matthew. Matthew 22 verse 34, it says, "But when the Pharisees had heard that he had put the Sadducees to silence, they were gathered together. Then one of them, which was a lawyer, asked him a question, tempting him and saying, Master, which is the great commandment in the law?" So they tried to tempt him, they tried to see if he could go off, you know. And that is how tutors come. They're not interested in what you had to say, you know. They're just trying to tempt you to see if you could go off, to make you do bad things, to come to mock you, scoff at you, to make them hit them a fucking choke slam. That's why the Lord say, be spiritual. Because really and truly, if you were carnal, we would have fuck up some tutors by now. Because they just really be on it, pissed you off with the shit that they be speaking. But Yahushua was cool and he was wise. He was the wisest. So here we say, Master, which is the great commandment in the law. And Yahushua said unto him, Thou shalt love the Lord thy power with all thy heart and with all thy soul and with all thy mind. This is the first and great commandment. So this is the first and great commandment. You have to love the Lord with your heart, with your soul, with your mind, all of it. And loving the Lord is not going to church on a Sunday and paying your hand by heart and playing your catching the Holy Spirit like if you're getting a heart attack. That's not loving the Lord. Loving the Lord is doing what He said to do. Keeping His commandments. That is the love of the Lord. Matter of fact, let me get that real quick. Look at that scripture real quick. 1 John 5 verse 3. It says, For this is the love of God, that we keep His commandments. And His commandments are not grievous, meaning being burdened by it. To keep the Lord's commandment, being like in Amos when they're saying, hey, when will the new moon be over for us to sell corn? I think Amos or Ezekiel, I can't remember which one exactly. But you know the Sabbath was a burden unto them because it was about the money. It's the same way the laws is a burden to two-thirds because they're about the lust of the flesh. They want to commit adultery. You know, they want to go and party. They want to do what the fuck they want. They want to smoke weed and be high all day. That's just two-thirds and just lay it back. Back to the scripture. This is the Matthew 22 verse 30. This is the first and great commandment, and the second is like unto it. So the second is same. It's the same. It's the same unto it. It says, and the second is like unto it. It says, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And why is like unto it? Because in 1 John 4, I believe it's 20, it says you can't say that you love the Most High and you ain't love your brother who could see. That's what I'm going to get. 1 John 4 verse 28. Look at it here. It says, For if a man say, I love the Most High and hateth his brother, he is a liar. For he that loveth not his brother whom he hath seen, how can he love the Most High whom he hath not seen? So you have to love your brother as much as yourself. If you hate your brother, Scripture says if you hate your brother, it's like that evil one called Cain, who slew his brother because he found his brother more righteous than him. So if you hate your brother, you can't say that you love the Most High, because you ain't seen the Most High, but you seen your brother. It says, Matthew 22 verse 39, it says, and the second is like unto it, Thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And don't feel that neighbor is anybody living. See how he got his English fucked up? Don't feel that neighbor is anybody that living next to your house. Anybody that have at in a neighborhood. Nah, the world not supposed to be so. The world not supposed to have each and every race living together. That mixed thing. Nah. Most High separate the people unto Himself and separate each other nation unto themselves, to be by themselves, to reproduce by themselves. That mixed thing. That mixed thing goes back to confusion. That's why America gotta be destroyed. So your neighbor is an Israelite man or an Israelite woman, but more kindly, more the man. Because he ain't want to be dealing with other women who might be other men wives. So on that kind of level, loving neighbors now. That's some men go use the scripture to justify the wickedness, to commit adultery. You know? It says on verse 40, on these 2 commandments hang all the law and the prophets. Hang all the law and the prophets. To love the Lord as you love yourself. No, Salakia, wrong words. To love the Lord all your heart, your soul, and your mind, and to love your neighbor as you love yourself. That all the laws form from that. Don't make no statue. Don't commit adultery. Don't eat pork. Don't eat anything unclean. Because your body is the temple of the Most High. All lies, loving the Most High. All that. That way they get these laws. That way the Most High not stupid to tell you these things. The Most High ain't no unrighteous spot to just let me get them vexed. Let me pop with not. Nah, the Most High not so. The Most High use wisdom, always, and understanding. But let me get this last precept here, you know, and we'll lock off for that. It says Romans 13 verse 9. It says, I'm going to start at start at 8. It says, oh no man, Romans 13 verse 8, it says, oh no man anything but to love one another, for he that loveth another hath fulfilled the law. Yes, so he's fulfilling the law. He ain't breaking the law by loving. Scripture says, just like charity working no ill. Ill to his neighbor. It says, for this thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet, and if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended in said, namely, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. Wrong thing I didn't say before. It's love working no to his neighbor. But here it say, for this, these commandments say, thou shalt not commit adultery, thou shalt not kill, thou shalt not steal, thou shalt not bear false witness, thou shalt not covet. And if there be any other commandment, it is briefly comprehended. So to summarize it, to put it in a short sentence, you could just say, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. So if you love your neighbor as yourself, you ain't gonna covet from him. You ain't gonna be a false witness against him. You ain't gonna steal from him. You ain't gonna kill him. You ain't gonna commit adultery. You ain't gonna sleep with his wives. So it's just comprehended shortly, briefly. Anyway, you want to put it as, thou shalt love thy neighbor as thyself. And you ain't gonna take advantage of your neighbor humility. Not because a brother humble. You might watch that and say, nah, boy, you know what? He cool with that, man. I could do this and he ain't really listen on because he cool. Nah, the Most High will fuck you up for that. Because you're abusing a brother, you're defrauding a brother. You're taking advantage of a brother kindness. That's what you're doing. Because the brother in all humility, following the scriptures, you know, might say, boy, yeah, if I have, so I ain't go watch no face, but hey, when you are abusing that, the Most High can deal with you for that. We'll jump down verse 10. It says, love worketh no ill to his neighbor, therefore love is the fulfilling of the law. Yes, so loving the Most High and loving your brother as yourself is the fulfillment of all the laws. So you ain't breaking the law by doing that. So that we are trying to do. Love the Most High with all we heart, with all we soul, with all we mind, and fuck to it and fuck these other nations. Don't care what they say, no, nothing could frighten me out here. And these scoffers and these scorners and these mockers. Man, fuck all these other religions. Christianity, Islam, Buddhism, Hinduism. Fuck all them things. Right? Because we fear no other power. The Most High who strengthen me. Scripture says, if the Most High be for us, who can be against us? If the Most High be for us, who can be against us? He can control everything, every single weapon, every single tool. Scripture said, no weapon formed against us shall prosper. So we ain't studying no two-thirds. We ain't studying what two-thirds could do. Because it's the Most High in control of them. The Most High want them to kill themselves. He can make them come for us and make them kill themselves. So we not have time to fear no two-thirds. We not have time to fear no gun, no knife, no nothing. No threats, because hey, if you fear anything on this side, you're going to end up in a bubble. I don't want to end up in a bubble because you end up betraying the Most High. But you don't want to betray the Most High, so the best thing to do is say, boy, fuck it, I'm going all out. Fuck it. Let's say, boy, fuck it, I'm going all out. And don't look back. Don't look back like Lot's wife. Just to see what's going on behind it. That's keep your head straight, mind your own business. Because, hey, path straight, path narrow. Scripture said the path that leads into the kingdom of heaven is a thinner that only one man could pass at a time. And if it's so thin, if it's so narrow, you have to watch where you're going. You can't be looking all about minding other people's business, or going into dealing with affairs that ain't concern you. No matters that ain't concern you. Looking back, it has no time to look back. No time to draw back. So we have to be focused up ahead, looking down the lane. Hey, so with that, I want to close off on our praises stay how Bashimi or Shai Bahashem Kwakadash. Double honors unto the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. I taught this word on the street, and salutation and peace to all you who came over there spending this with sincerity. This is Matana from Trinidad Campus. Till next time, I'll say shalom.